my love songs. All my time and all these things to pull with heartstrings. All my time and all these bars to write my love songs. All my time and all these things to pull with heartstrings. All my time and all these bars to write my love songs. All my time and all these things to pull with heartstrings.
Look what just came in the mail! Oh my god. I mean, I didn't even take it out of the box yet and I want to hug this thing. I have been waiting for this hammock for 7 or 8 weeks. I mean, that's May to July. Oh my gosh. You do not understand how excited I am about this package coming in the mail. Actually, today I had to track down the postal worker. It said that it was supposed to be delivered today. And then my local post office, the guy wasn't feeling well. And I had to like drive around blocks and blocks of streets trying to find him. I'm sure he was very annoyed with me, but I still tracked down my package and I'm excited about it. Let's open this up so you can see what it is. Now I better be careful because I know you're not supposed to use sharp objects, so I'm just gonna take the little tip of my knife here, just maybe even smaller than that. There you go. Just put that part right through the tape so I don't cut into this thing. Ooh. I can feel it. Feel it. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh my goodness. It's sparkling at me. If I could only knew how to do effects like that. Look at her. Ah, this is my dream hammock. Is it backwards? Dream hammock. Oh, God. I guess the first thing I should do is just go ahead and grab this. I'll be right back. You hang in there. I already have an idea of what it weighs, but I also have some ideas of how to make it weigh less. So here, right, got the scale out here. Bad boy on it. It says 1 pound 9 ounces, so that's about right. Now I'll also talk about why it weighs 1 pound 9 ounces, but let's get into this thing first. Let's see if I can touch it down a little. Oh. All right. So this comes in a bishop bag. It is obviously a dream hammock. Comes in a bishop bag, has a little carabiner hanging out here. I'm not sure what that's used for, but we'll figure it all out, won't we? Maybe that's to say that this is the head end, so that you know which end is which. All right, let's open this thing up. What I'm going to do is take it out and show it to you, and then we're going to go into a little bit more detail about why this is such an amazing hammock. What details, what custom work that you can do to it, because this is really a custom order here is what this is. I have almost designed, besides their natural design, I have designed every increment of this hammock. I mean, down to the stitching. So as you can see here, let me push that out of the way, you can see here the stitching. It's hard for me to see, but the stitching is just fantastic. I mean, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful stitching all the way up, and then I made these hoods that they come with out of bug net. This is the head end, so I used a red am steel for my continuous loop on the head end so I could differentiate the head from the foot. Looks like this already has the over cover on it. I went with this fallen leaves pattern over cover and kind of see how it works there. But this thing is beautiful. I mean, it doesn't do it much justice wadded up in a bag. Here's the foot end, is the silver am steel. But I'm going to go into all the details of this hammock. I just wanted to show you the opening and unboxing of it first, so I can get into like the fantasticness of this thing. So 1 pound 9 ounces as it sits with the stuff sack and the carabiners and all that. But I've got a few secrets to make it a little bit lighter, and that is also with the bug net and the overcover. So it's going to weigh a lot less once I'm finished with it. All right. We'll take this thing outside. Woof, 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 woof. You don't know how excited I am, boys and girls. What? All right, so here I have my dream hammock. I cannot believe it finally arrived today. This will be the first time that I'll be setting it up. I made these whoopee slings out of some Dutch wear Dyneema cord. It's the lightest I found, and then also some Amsteel blue. I've got whatever those things are called by Dutch, and then some Dutch whoopies on here. So this will be the first time that I'll be hanging this bad boy up. I cannot wait. All right, so I am here with my brand new dream hammock. It just came in the mail. I'm so excited. So I want to show you guys exactly what kind of detail work, what kind of custom work I did to this thing. This is what makes Dream Hammock amazing right here, is that they will do anything that you want. So I'll start up here with my whoopee sling. So this is the suspension that I made instead of opting for one of their cinch buckle suspension. But I'm going to go from head to toe and show you exactly what I opted to get on my dream hammock. So here, this is one of the custom things that I had done, is that you can go ahead and put a color-coded head or foot. So this is where my head would go. I put red for head. So that was easy enough. It also comes with this wonderful bishop bag. And it has actually a carabiner on the head side, so that way you know which side the head is, or I'll be using this dream hammock tag to mark my head side to lighten my load a little bit. Then you can see here how nice the stitching is, and this has a continuous loop that goes around it, and then of course you have your ridgeline, so the ridgeline goes all the way down the base of the hammock. Now this particular setup is with the overcover. So before I get into that, so you have these zipper hoods is what they call them. I opted for this bug netting, so that way when I have the bug net on, I get a little bit more ventilation. Also, for condensation reasons, I get a little bit more ventilation in the wintertime. But I went with a dark green fallen leaves pattern, and then I have that lime green stitching that goes all the way down here. And this is an underquilt hook. So basically what this does is it keeps your underquilt cinched up around you. And then this is the ventilation for the overcover. It looks like there's also a peak bag in there. We'll get to that in just a few moments, but you can see here this is the overcover. And then what's great about this is the Sparrow model. So you actually have two zippers that zip either way, and those zippers meet in the middle. So instead of trying to go up to the top of the hammock up here and reaching for it and stretching for it, you can actually just reach down here in the middle. I think even if you just stick your finger in there, hard to do these things one-handed, but you just stick your finger in there and pull back, and it'll open itself right back up. All right, so you can see that nice stitching all the way around. And then this is a charcoal ripstop. This is 1.6 Hyper D ripstop, I believe. And then these nice zippers that come up to another underquilt hook. So this is for the underquilt, keeps it cinched up around the bottom here, so that way it stays nice and tight. And then of course I've got another zipper hood here made out of the bug net. And then on my foot end, I actually have a silver continuous loop that hooks to my whoopee sling that goes all the way up to the tree. So that's what you get with the Dream Hammock. Now I was the one that added this green stitching here to it. I added the colors of the zipper hoods. I added the overcover that I picked. This is also hyperstop, 1.6 hyperstop, Hyper D ripstop, excuse me. So I got to pick all these things. I could opt to have the underquilt hooks if I wanted to. Down here I could opt to have tie-outs that will tie it out away from your body if you choose to have that. Now me, I know I'm kind of clumsy, so I'd be tripping over those things all day long, so I didn't do that. There's also a couple of things. Let me take this hood off and I'll show you the other options that this hammock has. So I have the overcover zipped completely off. And now what I'm going to do is come down here to the foot end, and there is a peak bag here. This peak bag, let's see if we can get up in there, is on a little shock cord, and you can either unclip it, which is what I'm going to do right now, and then you can unclip it here, and basically put the piece away in this little stuff sack peak bag. So I'm going to do that, and I'll get back to you so you can see what it looks like. So now here's a look with the hammock without the overcover on it. So you can see, once again, I don't have the tie-outs, but it is nice and big here. Nice and big, and you can see up there, I actually have the overcover stored in the peak there underneath the zipper hood. So that's how that works. And then on this side, I have a peak shelf. So this actually is a ridgeline shelf. You can store things up in there. And then underneath that, there's another bag here, and that is my bug net. And then my bug net is in this dark leaves camo option as well. So I've got a peak shelf, and then I also have a ridgeline organizer. So as I'm sleeping, see, I wear glasses, so at nighttime I like to put my glasses in there. You can put your flashlight in there. It does have a nice ridge line, so you can actually tie things to the ridge line like a Lucy light or any other lighting that you might want. So that's what it looks like open, convertible style. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the bug net on and show you what that looks like as well. So I wanted to show you, and now I'm lying in the hammock here, I wanted to show you a couple features. I'm in the convertible style. I went to put the bug net on, but it felt too good. So you want to check your ridge line. Mine's a little tight right now, so I'll definitely want to loosen that up a little bit. I don't want to damage the hammock, but you're supposed to get a little bit of a bend out of it. Mine's pretty daggone tight, so I'll have to loosen that up some. But I'm getting a really wide lay. You can see how wide of a lay I am. Now I went with the head to the right and the feet to the left, which is how I'm laying now. And you can see here, so here's also the peak shelf. You can see it bunches out here. I think I'm going to try to find a way to keep it to where it stays out a little bit further. So maybe by using a Prusik knot, I think that's what I'm going to use on it. And then here's my ridgeline organizer. You can see it's pretty easy to grab to. It slides back and forth. Just to give you kind of a view. Now down there is my overcover, which it's 87 degrees out today, and I'm sweating a little bit. I'm sure you can see that. So I won't be bringing this overcover on my next trip. I'm leaving for a little Red River Gorge trip in Kentucky tomorrow. So I don't think I'm going to bring that overcover. I wanted to because I was so excited about it, but it's just too daggone warm for it. And I got a jungle net, right-cha. So I will bring this because the bugs are bad. I've actually got a scar on my leg. Let's see if I can find that thing. Yeah, right there from the one time I was at the gorge. And a gorge fly took a hunk out of my leg. So I'll definitely be bringing the bug net. But let me get out of this thing and loosen this up a little bit so I can make sure that I've got my tension proper here. And then I'll put the bug cover on, or the bug net on, and we'll go ahead and show you what that's like. My flip-flops are popping. So I was a little confused at first on how this bug net goes on. But how it works is there's a zipper already attached to the bug net, and this is the bug netting here. And then so one side has two zippers on, the other side has just like a regular jacket zipper. And then inside the hammock, there are the other two zippers. So I would obviously put this jacket part to those zippers, and then these zippers to the jacket part that's in there. I just wanted to show you that really quickly so that you're not confused about it. So here's what it looks like before you zip. Now what I did is I turned the zipper hood inside out. And you could see there, and I had to hold the camera with my mouth for a second, but you could see there, that's pretty much how it goes on. So then you just take this and hang it over, and then you do the same thing on the other side, and then you can zip it closed. So now I've got it over my ridge line, and then I will do the same thing with these zippers on the other side, and then zip the whole thing down and be protected. I'll probably already have this on for when I get to my trip, so that way I won't have to fiddle with it as soon as I get there. So you can see my ridge line is looking better. I've got it adjusted properly. I've got a pretty close to a 30-degree hang angle here. Pretty close. Man, this hammock is beautiful. I can't believe the detail that they put into this thing. Every single second of it just looks like quality work. I can't wait to get my underquilts out here and try them on. Let me go ahead and hang the rest of the bug net on and show you what it looks like fully zipped. So what I did was flipped the zipper hood inside out so that way I could get it attached really easily. And then now that I'm fully set, I'll go ahead and flip it back the normal way. But now here's a really nice view of how it looks. This is a natural hang. There's nobody in the hammock. There's no sticks. There's no tie-outs. This is how it looks with the bug netting on. But isn't that really cool? I love how it has that kind of woodsy feel to it. And then with the nice Hyper D charcoal gray. Then you have these nice lime stitchings here. Of course, that was my choice. You can pick whatever colors you want. Can't wait to get in this bad boy. I'm gonna use my knee here to zip it up. Let's go ahead and hop in with the bug net on, so you can kind of get an idea of how it feels in here. So you can do most of it with one hand. There's a little two-hand action there. All right, so now I'm in with the bug netting. And look, you can see the sun coming through. It's really, really cool. perfect vision. I mean, I don't know if you can see as well as I can through the camera, but you can definitely see outside of this thing, no problem at all. I don't feel claustrophobic at all. Actually, I feel quite nice. I feel safe and protected from bugs, and they love me. I'm like a sweet treat out here on the trail. Ridgeline organizer still slides perfectly. Peak shelf. Wow, this is so nice. You can also see here the material. It's thick, but it's not too thick. I'm not feeling a breeze in my back, but I definitely could see me wanting an underquilt in here. So look from the inside of the stitching here. I don't know how well you can see it, but I mean, you can see the stitching come through here. It's just so luxurious compared to any other hammock that I've had. The hammocks that I have owned, I started off with, I'm going to do a video on this, but I started off with an Eno double nest, and then I went to that one was about a pound in weight, and then I went to a Grand Trunk Ultralight, it's called, and that one was about 11 ounces. And then I used the Atlas straps, which are almost a pound themselves. I think they're 11 or 12 ounces for just the Atlas straps. And then I went to a very, very light hammock, and that's the one I've been taking on, but it's not the most comfortable hammock. I went to the Eno Sub 7. It's a great hammock. I mean, it's made of 1.0 ripstop, and it's got like a 250-pound limit on it, but it's very small. I mean, you are snug as a bug in that thing, and you don't have any room to stretch out and actually feel comfortable. Not like this, that is for sure. I mean, I've got a lot of room in here. Now, my head is up against the bug net now. I wonder if I pull myself up a little. Yeah, see, if I actually lay here, I'm not up against it, so that works out great. And I usually have like either a little pillow or a down jacket. So anyway, this is my luxury hammock. I mean, it's lightweight. I don't have to carry all the pieces to it. If I want the bug net for a trip, I can bring it, like for the trip that I'm going on. If I want the overcover for a cooler trip, I can bring it and have a little bit more protection, but I don't have to have all these things. I haven't weighed it all out, and I will do that at the end of this video, but I'm pretty sure by what research I've done is that the bug net weighs around 4.5 ounces, the overcover weighs about 6 ounces, and then the hammock itself is right around 14 ounces. So if I wanted to just carry the hammock, it would be 14 ounces, but I have all this extra room. I've got the ridgeline on here, I've got the peak shelf, I've got the organizer, so I've got lots and lots of room in this thing, and I'm way comfortable. My underquilts will fit on it, my top quilts will fit in it, and what's great about this is if you have this all zipped up on both sides, then your underquilt's not going to fall out. Your pillow's not going to fall out. That was one of the things that I used to dislike about waking up and having your pillow on the ground, and then the morning dew gets a hold of it. And usually my pillow's my down jacket, and you don't want that to get wet. So anyway, this is my dream hammock, and I'm super excited about it. I would get out and show you what it looks like on the outside, but I'm too comfortable, and I think I'm going to stay right shy. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. The red loop for the head and the gray loop for the foot end. So here I am inside of my dream hammock. This thing is amazing. I mean, I can't believe, look how you can see outside pretty easily. I've got my top or overcover here. I've got my bug net. Actually, the bug net's on, but I've got the peak bag here and a peak shelf. And I also have the ridgeline organizer. I've got a way to get in and out on both sides, and then over here as well. This thing has tons and tons of room. I mean, look at it. Now I've got it to where it's set where I sleep with my head to the right and my feet to the left. I can get a full lay. I'm pretty much horizontal right now. I don't know if you can tell, but I am. So this thing is just really nice. I can't believe it. I'm super excited about getting this out on the trail and trying the bad boy. I mean, and I'm protected from bugs. Also, I didn't mention this, but this liner is so soft. I mean, I've got a pretty nice soft lay here. It's smooth and it's like nice to the touch. So this thing is just really, really nice. I'm super happy with it. On the organizer, by the way, it has 3 pockets on each side. two bigger pockets, one smaller pocket. Oops, sorry, two bigger pockets and one smaller pocket, and then it has a pocket through here. So if I wanted to put my cell phone in here, I could. Right there. There it is. Looks like I got a text from my beautiful fiance Ashley. Let's see what she has to say. She says she loves me. That's not really what she said, but we won't tell you guys that. All right, anyway, this is my dream hammock. I am loving this thing. This one is the Sparrow model, by the way. So the Sparrow model has the zippers in the middle. I think that's one of the special features of it, is that it has it in the middle. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please click and subscribe to my video. I'm trying to grow this channel with all kinds of great gear and hiking adventures, and I'll have more things also in the future. So thank you so much. Please like. See you guys soon.
By candlelight, these arms to hold you tight, my lips to kiss you down, and I ain't from this town. So the right line at the right time, tonight you will be mine. The more things appear to change, the more they stay the same. She wore and I wore the foot of that